Question number 4. Do you think soil testing should be required for people that are serious food foresters? I would say no, but I would say soil observation, absolutely. We should all be interacting and observing our soil. We should be chopping and dropping. We should be covering our soil. We should be mulching. We should be picking it up and digging our hands down in to see, are there bugs? Are there worms? Is there life in my soil? Is it a nice crumbly soil structure, or do I still have junk sand because I haven't been composting enough or chop and dropping enough? So I think yes, if you're a serious food forester and gardener, you need to be connected to your soil. None of us should be fertilizing or amending forever. Eventually, you should be chop and dropping, cover cropping, having manure, composting. You should be cycling nutrients in some way on your system once you reach that 5-year mark and weaning yourself off of those soil amendments. Now, do I use soil amendments to get started? Yes, because the soil in most cases are very depleted. In a lot of cases, a food forest, when you first put it in, it used to be a lawn. There was grass. It's sterile, little microbial life, very little organic matter. So that compost, the wood chips, the manure, the straw, the hay, the grass clippings, the leaves, the bone meal, the blood meal, the feather meal, the azomite, the urine, the kelp, the fish emulsion, it's all cycling nutrients. As you get going and your food forest matures, you should be cycling those nutrients. So I think, yes, all food foresters should be observing our soil, and we should be interacting with our soil, but I don't think that means you have to get your soil testing done. However, I'm a nerd. I really love microscopes. I really love sending things in for testing. I love looking to see, okay, if the nitrogen is low here, how could I have interacted better? Should I have planted more clover? Or if the minerals are low, should I have added more comfrey or chicory to be mining those minerals? I love to use the soil testing, not to see what fertilizer to add, but to see how I can interact with my forest better, with my garden in a better way. So I think, yes, do the soil test because it sparks creativity. It sparks interest and intellect and life in it. To me, the soil test is like opening up the door to connection with the garden, and to connection with my property and with my ecosystem. I don't want to be separate from my immune system, so why would I want to be separate from my soil? When I look at my blood results for my body, I go, okay, here's where an area is struggling in my body. How could I have stewarded my body better by the water that I drink, by the food that I eat, by the supplements that I take, by the natural connection with the soil bacteria? That helps me know how to steward my body better. It's not to tell me, okay, I need to take this vitamin. Can you do that? Sure. But I would say that's an immature response for me. That I would call that an immature response. The mature response is, how do I be connected more? So soil testing, it's fun, it's nerdy, it gives you great information, but what is that information for? If you're using it as unto, what fertilizer do I add? I would say it's time to increase the maturity level of your system. If you're mature enough to ask for a soil test, we're also mature enough to go, how do I be connected more? You know what I mean? So I think the questions that we ask are important because it shows us how to engage better with the world around us. Because at the end of the day, you're not a gardener. You're a human being. You're a steward of the earth. You are not a food forester. You're a father. You're a mother, you're an uncle, you're a neighbor providing food for the widow next door. It's all about connectedness. It's not about what vitamin do I take or what soil amendment do I add. So that's my strange answer, I think, for soil testing, but I think it's the right answer for me. So question number 5, and then we'll get into our case study.